وفي العز للعبد الذليل تبلغ بالقليل من القليل بالقليل من القليل وأي الساد للسفر الطويل وأي الساد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين صدق الله العظيم. Beloved listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. The Holy Quran speaks about a restless person, a person full of concern and anxiety for others. And when we read it and we try to put it into perspective today about any person who is restless, for those who are misguided, those who are not taking the way charted by Allah, we think of Allama Iqbal. And we can stretch the meaning of this when we say, وَجَاءَ مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ رَجُلٌ يَسْعَى. And from the farthest part of the habitation and the city came a man panting, restless, and full of anxiety. Qala, he said and pleaded, Ya qawmi, O my people, ittabi'ul mursaleen, follow all those messengers and prophets who have come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who have been sent to you. And we see from Aqsa al-Madinah, from the land of the Brahmins, comes a man who has found Allah and His Rasul. And he tells people and he pleads with him. Look at the works of this Iqbal, this descendant of a Brahmin. See what he's saying at every step. Ittaba'ul mursaleen. Follow the messengers. Follow those who brought you tidings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And where today have we got all that encapsulated in one volume except the Quran? About every person that you are supposed to know in order that you may take example and lead a good life and follow the examples dearly and full of anxiousness. And of course, that book has got the way of life led by Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because it was the instructions that he himself followed. And the Quran instructs him and tells him to deliver the message, Qul, and tells him to be steadfast. That is the Quran. So when we look at Allama Iqbal, he's telling us all that the Quran tells us. And the Quran, in reality, is a book which is a biography of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As when Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu anha was asked, tell us about the character, the life, the pattern of behavior, the conduct of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he said, kana khuluquhu al-Quran. His entire life, his character and demeanor was the Holy Quran. ittaba'ul mursaleen, follow the messengers. And here, in detail, no other person in history has got his life in detail and recorded with so much of care than that of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we have to look at Iqbal seriously, and I say that he fits into this explanation, that he is restless. When Iqbal passed away, Muhammad Asad Leopold Weiss, of the translator of the message of the Quran, and those who know Islamic literature, the road to Mecca. I mean, some people don't even know what I'm talking about. Even 50-year-old people don't know. I'm 82, but 50-year-old people don't know what is road to Mecca, what is the message of the Quran. He spoke on Iqbal Day in Durban, and he told us that on that 21st morning of April in 1938, he was told that that great son of Islam, Iqbal, has passed on. And him and his colleagues rushed to the residence. And they found a man as if he was sleeping with a smile on his face. And it reminded most of us what Iqbal said. Can I tell you the sign of a mu'min, a true believer? When he dies, there's a smile on his face. So leaving that aside, Muhammad Asad said that he has met so many people in his life as an enthusiastic, active Muslim. You know, people talk. Read the road to Makkah and see what an activist Muhammad Asad was. You know, people are, na'udhu billah, they love to be judgmental. That is what most of the schools have taught them, how to say this one is like that, and that one is like that, and that one is like that, instead of leaving, alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. Is not Allah the best of all the judges? Anyway, this is what he said, that I in my whole life have never seen a person more anxious and restless for the ummah of Muhammadur Rasulullah. In our discussions, he showed how he was concerned about what direction the ummah was taken. I have never seen any man. And as he spoke, and that film is still available. I remember Sayyid Habibul Haq Nadwi had the whole thing on video. As he spoke, suddenly you could see him running out of breath. I can't carry on. I can't carry on anymore. Because he's thinking of Iqbal, and he's thinking of this person pleading, ittabi'ul mursaleen, follow the messengers, follow the book of Allah, follow those whom Allah had sent, and the message of Allah. Because you could just picture Iqbal. So this was Iqbal, and yet people have got things to say about, but that doesn't matter. Just negatives we must try to leave out when we talk about Iqbal. See what he told us to do. See what he has asked us to do. See how he has told us what is our station and status in life, who we are as Muslims, and being followers of Muhammadur Rasulullah, who are we in this existence, and what is our job and our function and our mission. This is what Iqbal is about. And therefore, we have spoken on Sayyid Abul Hasan Ali al-Nadawi, fondly known as Ali Mian, and what he thinks of Allama Iqbal, and how when he wants to be elated and be full of energy and life, he reads verses from Allama Iqbal, which energizes him. And yet, when you talk, you know, we have got thousands of so-called ulama from India and Pakistan. Speak to them about this man who is called Allama, not for any reason, except that he was thorough in his knowledge. He didn't believe in the departmentalization of knowledge. He says, Islam is not a departmental affair. It is neither mere thought, nor mere feeling, nor mere action. It is an expression of the whole man. And therefore, he wants us to be totally involved in Islam and a way of life, so that we may be called one day as Muslims to take the leadership of the world after learning the lessons of truthfulness, of fearlessness and courage, and of justice. सबक फिर पढ़ सदाकत का, अदालत का, शुजाअत का, लिया जाएगा तुझसे काम दुनिया की इमामत का। सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि नबील करीम। वस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू।
وفي العز للعبد الذليل تبلغ بالقليل من القليل بالقليل من القليل وعز للسفر الطويل وعز للسفر الطويل وفي عصيانه عار ونار وفي عصيانه عار ونار وفيه البعد مع خزي وبيل